Hey Sid, my name is Laban. I'm the COO at JML Media. You were in contact with my good friend Bailey. He's a great guy. Love that kid. Basically, he said that you were down to check out a video, and that's exactly what this video is. I've had the team do a bit of research, but personally myself, I did a lot of the research myself because I don't want to overwork them after Black Friday. They went really hard. Listen, this video is jam packed. Like I put a lot of work into researching your brand, finding like probably about five main things that I want to talk about in this video that I know would drive more revenue for your business if you implemented them. This is not a salesy thing. I'm not trying to be like, hey, I have some really cool information. Give me $5,000 and I'll tell you. This isn't that. This is, hey, here's exactly what I would do if I was working for you, basically as your marketing manager or as a CMO. This is exactly what I would do. This is like the first 3 to 6 months of what I would implement as a CMO for your business. And go ahead and do that. Make more money, realize that we're right, then come back and pay us our retainer. Okay. So that's how we deal with clients as far as getting them. That's how we absorb market share when we're competing with other agencies. We basically just help people for free, giving them our absolute most razor sharp, genuine advice. And then they go ahead and make money with it. And then not only does that establish the trust and they feel like they owe us a favor, but you also have money lying around to pay us anyway, right? So let's do it. Let's give you the genuine tips based on literally 3 days of research into your brand. So, first things first, look at this. This is your trust pilot. You got a 4.8 average and you've got nearly 5,000 reviews. Now, I'm not going to sit around and talk about how genuine the reviews are. I personally don't care as long as a decent chunk of them are genuine. It's also pretty hard to fake Trustpilot reviews, I imagine. But anyway, I'm not here to tell you you have fake reviews or that you got fake reviews or that, I mean, if you have 5,000 genuine reviews, wow, amazing, right? So, but either way, I don't really care. All I care about is you leveraging the fact that you have these reviews, leveraging the fact that when people look up the trust part to confirm it is genuinely on there, like that it does, like this is a real page saying you have nearly 5,000 reviews at a 4.8 average. This is something that should be leveraged like crazy. If you go to the main page, right? First of all, the amount of reviews should be a part of it because anyone who sees, oh, it's a 5-star excellent Trustpilot, they immediately think that's bullshit. They immediately think this company started 3 days ago and there's no actual reviews except their mum. Okay, so if you go, oh, hold on, we have 4,000 reviews, specifically 4,800 and XX, and we're averaging a 4.8, not 5, which is unrealistic and impossible. People go, oh, okay, so there's been at least 5,000 customers essentially, and majority of them had a positive experience. Amazing. Instantly, I trust you more. And if that's one of the first things they see when they hit your website, amazing. It's an amazing trust build, especially if they've seen an ad, didn't click through, week later, break their glasses, remember that ad they saw, look you up, and see that as the first thing they see when you're basically hitting them with the main page of the website, which is like almost like a retargeted ad essentially as far as how the customer experience goes. Like think of someone who saw one of your ads, swiped through it, didn't care, but they noticed the brand, they noticed the logo, they noticed the name. They break their glasses. Now they have a need. Oh my God, I need glasses. I need new glasses, and I'm in the UK, and that brand seemed like they're in the UK. Look you up, Specscart, remembering the logo and the name, and then boom, oh my God, this is not some shitty little brand. This brand has serious brand recognition and a ton of trust and review and reputation. Boom, I'm more interested than I was 5 seconds ago. Now I'm interested and trust you, and I have a need, and you have the solution. Boom. So really nail that. That's the first thing. The second thing, as part of that trust, why not have an ad that is like showcasing a product, right? So if we look at your ads, there are ads that just showcase products like this. Okay. This isn't the greatest example. Let me just go something like this. Okay. So like Specscart, hey, we exist. We're a brand. Here's our logo. Here's our name. Da 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 da. Here's the offer. Here's what we're doing. We're currently doing 45% off. Da da da. But at the bottom, again, says the 4.8, but I want to see that specific number. And why not make it designed better so that it's more central to the location and isn't at the bottom of the screen where they might miss it? Because it's one of your biggest selling points. So I would say that's number two as part of building trust. And number three, why not have an ad that is organic content originally, by the way, and I have another point about that in a second. Have an ad where it's like literally one of your customers going through the whole experience of being a customer of yours. I.e., you could have two different ads. Let's say one where the customer's coming into the store, you're interviewing them, or your salesperson's interviewing them. They're getting tested, they're getting checked out. Everything's figured out from a literal helpful standpoint as far as the medical side of things, the optometry side of things, and they're being accounted for as far as their state, their taste, their style, their preferences. And then boom, they're picking it up or it's getting delivered. And this whole process is just super easy and fast and amazing and smooth and professional. And you can convey that, by the way, you can convey that like multi-hour or 30-minute plus experience for the customer. And you can convey that in like a 30-second clip as an ad. And then the rest of the ad is them in a selfie recording being like, hey guys, I met Sid in store. I had an amazing experience. He really hooked it up. It's 2 weeks later and I'm having the best time with my glasses. They're amazing. They fit perfectly. They haven't started to hurt my head. I dropped them a couple times. They didn't break. The quality's amazing, etc., etc. So why not build ads around the customer experience from the point that they walk in the store or go on your website to the point that they're like 2, 3 weeks or a month later having a great time and make it genuine. Go, hey, anyone who wants to make this video with me, like put it on Instagram stories, be like, hey, anyone who wants to make this video for me as a customer, I'll give you 50% off. Or you could go, hey guys, anyone who's been a customer of Specscart who loves the product, loves the glasses, selfie record today, you yourself wearing the glasses saying you've had a great time. It's, hey guys, 6 months later, my name is John. I was a customer 6 months ago and I've had a great time. The glasses are amazing. Whoever does this, I give you guys 30% off, 40% off, whatever, right? So people who want to buy a repeat purchase item from your business, they're getting a discount on it and they're wanting that discount because they're intending to have a repeat purchase and they're a happy customer because all your customers are happy. So why not have like 20, 30, 40 selfie recorded videos from 20, 30, 40 customers that are happily providing you genuine video testimonials? And why not also have an ad that is dedicated to the whole customer experience from the point that they walk into the store to the point that they pick up their glasses or have it delivered to the point that they're a week or two or a month in experiencing the experience of being a Specscart customer and have that whole journey mapped out in like a minute long ad? Like, why not? Why not? And then you combine that with nailing your whole Trustpilot angle because it is a genuine angle that you have all these reviews. I think that's the first big thing. That's a low hanging fruit thing that you should do immediately. Now, I've got my notes here. The second thing. So, jumping into your ads real quick. If we look at this ad, for example, look at this ad. So imagine you've never heard of Specscart. Imagine you have no idea about your brand. You're a completely fresh customer. Within 8 seconds, I have no idea what the brand is. I have no idea what specific model or product is being sold. And I have very little visual on the actual product, right? Like I'm seeing that. That's like 1 second. And then the rest of it is like it being worn, but for all I know, we're advertising a scarf and there's just a little clip of the glasses. You know what I mean? Like it looks like it looks like someone's advertising their personal brand as like a menswear influencer, right? So now we're 10 seconds in, and again, I'm not being sold to. There's no offer, there's no specificity. I'm telling you right now, most people are clicking away from this. Most people are going, okay, I'm interested. I'm still slightly interested. I'm less interested, less interested, less interested. Okay, I'm super bored, clicking to the next thing. You got to understand the attention span is crazy low. It's lower than it's ever been in human history. You've got about 8 seconds max to really grab someone's attention on a video, and this does not. So I would say go back and look at all your videos and notice that a lot of them actually don't do a good job at grabbing attention in the first 8 seconds. You want someone to watch your video, and within the first 8 seconds, not only are they wanting to watch the rest of the video or at least another 5 seconds, but they also know the brand, they know who you are, and they know that you sell glasses and that they're really good. Like if you can have all your video ads within the first like 5 to 10 seconds, communicate we're Specscart, we're really good reviews, and we're awesome, and we sell glasses. If you need glasses, buy glasses from us. If you can communicate that while still respecting the actual original idea of the video and do that in the first 5 to 10 seconds, even people who click away, at least now there's someone who's now aware of Specscart, aware of Specscart, aware of Specscart. They sell glasses. They're a UK business. They got good reviews. They're not a small company. Like At least get that out of every single person who watches your videos. Okay, so that's the second big thing. The first big thing was trust. Now the next one, and this is more of a small thing, but it's technically still big. So I love this angle of being like, hey gamers, you know what I mean? Blue light lenses, those 4 a.m. gaming sessions, right? Hit them with that. That's cool. But why not go deeper into like side tangent niches, right? Because a lot of your ads, they're not niched down. It's being like, hey, you have visual issues, or you need good glasses in general, sunglasses, or magnified glasses. Point is, we sell glasses, and they're not super expensive, and they're like good. Like that's majority of your ads, right? So I love seeing this ad where it's like a specific angle. It's like, hey, we sell blue lenses, the X blue lenses, our advanced cool blue lenses, and it's great for fatigue. And look at this girl in this sort of like gaming sort of environment. She looks like a gamer to a degree. The lighting in the background looks gamer-ish, and literally in the copy it says, "Modern definition of work and playtime goes in hand with screen time." Okay, so this is angling to pick up on the gaming audience, but why not specify it even further by being specific to the gaming audience in your ads, and why not specify other sub niches like remote workers, right? So instead of it being like, hey, we know that work and play goes hand in hand with looking at your screens a lot, go stop straining your eyes at 4 a.m. playing Call of Duty, right? Like really call them out, right? Or your mum is right, your eyes will actually be damaged with all that screen time, right? Or like, hey, you finally landed the remote working gig. You work from home full time. Yes, but don't lose your eyesight. You know what I mean? So it's about communicating like where it's like imagine like this massive headlight hitting the specific customers you want to sell to. Right? Imagine like a big speakerphone calling all gamers and remote workers buy our blue lenses, right? Blue light lenses. Like that's what you want to do. Okay, so I love where this was going, but imagine if it was more specific, and imagine if you figured out other cross niches and went specifically ham at them, right? So Specscart can be not just like a UK brand that sells glasses like a bunch of other competitors. It can be Specscart is awesome for that, and they're super awesome for blue light, well, for blue light situations, right? Like it's a great product for gamers. It's a great product for remote workers, and then you can expand out of the UK, by the way. Then you can become the premier brand for these specific niches without even trying, just because your product is good and you're just marketing it specifically to the specific ICP, ideal customer profile, that you want to sell to. And that ICP is beyond UK brands and UK brands that sell glasses to UK people that need glasses. Okay. So that's the next one. I'm looking at my notes again. Oh, this is probably one of the other massive ones. So I won't bother pulling up your Instagram, but what I notice is that you're not, first of all, you're not going as hard as you should be on socials. Okay, that's the first thing. But second thing, start taking social media content that you have in social media, like a video that you posted for social media. For example, that customer journey ad could originally start off as a social media post. It could be a post about Jeremy came into the store and we turned it into a sale and here's his experience. And 2 weeks later, make it a whole video for social media. And if you notice, you know what? An average video gets 500 likes. This one got 5,000. Those are the videos that you cut up and turn into ads. Because you got to understand, the meta algorithm is the meta algorithm, right? So when you're posting an ad via Meta, okay, so via Facebook/Instagram, because remember Facebook owns Instagram, it's the same thing, right? So if you know this video did well, engagement wise, it connected with your audience, it connected with your following, it connected with your little pocket of the internet, and you know that, and you found that out for very cheap or free because it's a video that you just posted on social media, and you see that engagement, you see that response, you see the communication, you see the conversations, you see that everything that comes with the audience connecting with the content, you go, you know what? Being cost effective and intelligent, that's the video that we put ad spend behind. Rest of my ads was spending $500 a day or $100 a day, whatever. This ad though, we're gonna start off on 1,000, and we're gonna incrementally push it up depending on how well it does. But I'm already going into it knowing it's going to do well because it already did well. And it's the same algorithm essentially. Okay. So that's another thing. Now, this is a big one. So I won't bother flicking through every single ad here, but I will tell you something that I know from brand research again. Sid, my brother, none of your ads communicate pain. Okay. So I'm not saying you have to be some like direct to consumer scammy vibe. You can keep it relatively general and nice, but like why not have some ads that communicate pain, right? And this is where I want to go into another point that I've got here, which are like founder advertising. So a huge thing we've seen success wise with our recent brands that we've worked with, a lot of them did founder ads, especially around Black Friday. Like we're running so many ads where it was like, hey, I'm, the founder of this swimwear brand, and this is me walking around this warehouse where we store the swimwear brand's swimwear, like the actual stock of my business. And we're just trying to get it off the shelves. Like it's amazing product, but we ordered too many this year. We got too many produced. We manufactured too many. Like guys, but we're gonna run a 50% off for Black Friday. Like let's go. Let's get this shit off the shelves. Like let's go. So why does an ad like that do so well, even though it's probably very low production value? Because it connects with the audience, because it connects as like this grand salesperson, right? Like think about back in like the 1800s, right? Like imagine you're in a cowboy town in the 1800s, right? And you're walking in looking for a gun from the gunsmith, or the gun shop, right? And you walk in and you meet Jimmy. I got me a 12 gauge. I'm gonna do you that for $10, right? So it's like this connection. It's like I'm actually shaking your hand, getting to know someone. I'm getting to know Jimmy and Jimmy's gun store, and I'm buying from Jimmy, and Jimmy always does me right and sells me good prices for his guns, and it becomes this whole thing where you connect with it. It's not just, oh, there's a gun store in Chickasaw County. It's like, no, that's Jimmy's gun store. And I go out of my way to connect with that because it's a real person. I'm putting a face to the brand, right? So this is what you can do with modern day advertising, right? You can create low production value advertising where it's like, hey, I'm Sid and I'm connecting with you specifically. Hey, this is my audience, these are my customers, and I'm going to do my best to connect with you as if we're in person. Now, you did have an ad that does this to a degree, and I think I had it up on the other tab anyway, but I can find it super quick. Hold on. It was, one sec, this one. So ads like this is like one of your best ads. Like I'm telling you right now, this is one of your best ads, right? So reason why I want you to go ham on this is because you don't obviously mind being in the ads. Like you're in a couple of them. This is one of them. Imagine if this ad spoke to your ideal customer. I know that you have glasses starting at like $29.99 or whatever it is. So if you're selling a price point like that with some of your stock, why not specify that audience? Who are the people who wants to buy $30 glasses, right? Probably people that don't have a ton of money. What is a situation that affects most Britons that are dealing with, you know, being in a position where they want to specifically be in that pocket of price range? They're the kind of people that are dealing with housing issues, economic issues, and not having a lot of cash, right? And so if you can be a founder who connects with that specific range that you service in a specific founder ad, calling them out specifically and connecting with them man to man, I'm telling you it would do well. And I'll give you an example just in case this point isn't very clear. Hey guys, Sid here. Listen, I'm in my Manchester store. Da, da, da. Today I want to talk to the people that are struggling. I know there are plenty of you out there right now struggling to make ends meet. You can't afford to feed this, da, 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 children, talk about the pain, right? The rent, da, da, da. You're lining up to get some, shitbox apartment and struggling with 10 different, you're competing with some guy who makes 200K a year to get a shitbox apartment, right? So it's like, I know you guys are struggling XXYZ pain, and people go like, yeah, I am struggling. Yeah, I couldn't buy bread from my grandma. Like it's this whole thing, right? And then after that, you're going, and that's why we sell 29.99 glasses. The reason why is because we want to sell to people in a way that doesn't defraud you and scam you. We know the economic condition out there and we hear that and we are aware of that. We're not some big corporate brand that's like sitting up from an ivory tower looking down on the peasants. We are here with you trying to serve the British people, giving you guys the best glasses possible for as cheap as possible. And we're genuinely here to help. That is what I'm passionate about. And so I'm Sid and I'm awesome and I'm passionate about not, fucking you over financially. Excuse my swearing. So if you can communicate that in a founder ad, I'm telling you, this is how you sell super well. Because it's like you came up to me and I'm like relatively downtrodden, but I need glasses. And you come up to me and go, "Hey, I'm Sid. I understand. I'm not here to sell you $3,000 glasses and make you feel bad about yourself, or $300 glasses. Like, I've got some $30 glasses. They're amazing quality. We have 5,000 reviews giving us a 4.8 average. Like, we're not effing people around. And I'm a real person and I have real stock. Come see me and I'll hook you up." You know? Like, if you can communicate that in an ad, oh my God, telling you, those ads would do really well. Like, if people can identify your face and your personality with the brand and it's synonymous, especially for the sake of social media too, by the way. And you can have social media content that starts off as social media content that is connecting with specific people, why you do what you do, how you wish to help people with your business, with your product, specifying the people that match the product's pricing and the product's delivery of experience, like what you get out of the product, and specifying the audiences that would want to buy it, and then communicating to them one on one, and then taking the social media content that does that, that performs the best engagement wise, and putting ad spend behind that and making those your founder ads, where you are connecting with every specific sub demographic across your whole range of items. I'm telling you right now, it would kill. It would do so much better. Yeah. So this is the primary set of advice. This video is getting 20, this video is 22 minutes. So I'm gonna wrap it up now. I still have a lot more to say, but it's just getting too long for me to record this all. I'd rather just talk about it in a first call. Speaking of that, let's do that. Okay. So there's no sales pressure here. I genuinely want you to implement this advice. Again, if you want to ghost us and implement it secretly and then come back to us, it's super cool. Almost all our clients do that. But yeah, let's talk at some point, whether it's in 2 days from the point that you watch it, whether it's in 2 months, whether it's in 2 years after you implement it, make $10 million, then come back to us. Either way, we know you will come back. So when we talk eventually, I look forward to it. And I genuinely know this will help you. So I'm not going to say this. I'm not going to say I hope this helps. I know it will help. So I know it will help. All I do is I hope you finish the video and actually watch it, absorb it, and implement it because I know it will help. So yeah, thank you, Sid. It's been a pleasure researching your brand. I wish you all the best, and I look forward to talking soon. Bye bye.